Hey guys, how you doing today? I want to show you this beautiful plant. I got her a couple years ago from NSC Tropicals. This is a beautiful Anthurium, let me look again, Vittarifolium. Something like that. I'll put it up on the screen. She's a little hard to see. I'm going to hold her up. She's got big, beautiful, long, strappy leaves. I absolutely love this Anthurium. But, oh, and she's got, this is her new leaf that she grew over the winter. Pretty and shiny new leaf. But, the problem is, I don't think she's grown out of this pot. I won't know until I get her out. But she's been in this pot for, I've had this plant 2 or 3 years. And the soil is getting really stinky. So, I want to pull her out, take a look at her, see if she can go back in this pot or another similar one to it till I can get this one cleaned out. But you can see I have her tied back right here because of where I had her. I'm going to uncut her and let her loose because I'm going to hang her up now. I made some space to get her hung up. You can see that she has grown like super wonky. But I absolutely love her leaves. This leaf is all backwards. It's growing this way because of the light that I had her under. I always have that issue. So I'm going to get a bucket, dump the soil into the bucket, take a look at her roots, and figure out from that point what I'm going to do with her next. Okay, I got her bucket. I'm going to dump this old soil on it. I've got her planted in soil and I believe bark. Looks like, okay, I got my bucket and I'm just going to clean off some of this. That looks like a new growth right there coming out. And this is neat. I'll show you when I get her out, her roots. And if I remember correctly, this Anthurium has big, fat, chunky roots, which a lot of the Anthuriums do. Let's see here. I am going to get a hold of her and pull her out, dump her out this way. Oh, her root system looks really nice. I'm going to just knock off a lot of the soil. She's got a really nice root system on her. So I'm going to get some of the spag out. She's got a lot of spag in there with her. I think I'm going to change up how I pot her because, number one, I am almost out of spag and I need my spag for some of my carnivorous plants. I need to order some more, but I'm not going to do it right now. So I am going to change up how I pot her. And I am just going to get rid of this now. Look how big and fat and chunky that root is. The end root. A lot of them are, and then they got little roots coming off of them. So I'm going to, while I got my trash bucket here, I'm going to just clean up a little bit of this old sheathing. And that looks like a new growth in here, so I want to be careful. Get her turned around here so I can see better. Yep, that is a new growth. So I'm going to pull that off carefully from around her. See the new growth right here? You probably won't be able to see it, but there's one. Okay guys, I found a pot. I'm going to put her in this long, narrow pot. I think she is going to fit nicely in here. And I can also get her hung up. So she is going into a little bit smaller pot, but deeper. So I'm not going to be putting spag moss in here. What I'm going to do is I'm going to back off of the perlite a little bit. And I'm going to just set her down in here. Because I definitely want her in a hanging pot. And Anthuriums like to stay moist. So you want to keep the moisture level with your soil. And I'm just knocking this down. Get all the little holes filled in. Ideally, there should be a little bit of spag moss in here, but I'm not going to worry about it because I'm going to keep her up just a little bit. You don't want to bury that crown. You want to keep the crown above your soil line or it will rot it. So I'm just going to keep tapping my dirt down here, keeping her pulled up. And I'm just going to tamp down lightly. You don't want to do it real hard to break roots. But enough to get her secure in her pot. Now later, when I get some more spag, I can always put some around the top, but I don't know. I don't really feel like it's necessary. For me, this plant has been kind of a slow grower, and I keep my humidity up between 50 and 60 in my house, and she's been under good light, but backwards. But I love her beautiful strappy leaves. But it's weird because every time she grows a new leaf, I get these little holes. They're in almost every leaf that I have. That one's got a couple, but I don't know why. It must just rip. So now I can just put a hanger on her and hang her back up. I got one that will be great for this pot. I want my hanger forward here, so oops. I will be, instead of putting her back out here in my dining room where I had her, make sure these are all secure. I'm going to be hanging her here in my plant room. I'm going to move this one plant that I have over a little bit. It's right above my head where I do my videos, and then put her at the end. And I'm hoping this leaf will maybe turn back around and go this way. Of course, I'll have to take the hanger off, but I can't move it, because if I try to move it, she'll have to go over naturally, because if I move that, she will snap. Let me hang her up, and then I'll show you what she looks like hanging up and a little bit better picture of her. Okay, so there she is hanging up. I still need to go water her, but I'm hoping the leaves will kind of correct themselves I should have just hung her back up when I brought her back in the house, but I didn't. I had her hanging off of a shelf, and she got a little bit beat up between people walking by her and Dogtail, which is how this leaf happened. For those of you who don't know, I have a big, huge Great Dane, and her tail is like a whip, and that is how that catastrophe happened. But, and then hopefully her other leaf, when I get her done watering, I just turned her this way so you guys could see her. But I'll turn her the other way so she's facing towards, I have a MarsHydro light right here. I'll move her and face her towards, I got a pole up here, a bamboo pole, and then have her leaves facing that way so she grows out a little bit better. But alright guys, that is my Anthurium Vittarifolium. Oh, any of these names could get any weirder. I'll put it across the screen in the beginning of the video. But I will keep you guys updated on her, and until I get a little bit bigger pot that I want to put her in that's not so wide, because the wide pots take up a lot of hanging space. So I will look for a new long, narrower pot for her, and then I'll get her into that later. But she's got plenty of room to grow, so. Alright guys, talk to you later. Bye. Have a great day. Peace.